Hi everyone, this is going to be the tarot forecast for Gemini for the month of October 2021. This can apply if you're a Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, as well as North Node. So, in case this video does not resonate with you, do be sure to check out the other videos on the playlist just to make sure that you've got all the signs covered. I do want to mention that I'm taking personal bookings for readings right now. So if you want to get an analysis of your natal chart done, like your birth chart, or if you want a synastry chart done, which is a relationship compatibility, or if you want a tarot card reading, then you can contact me. You can drop me a message on Facebook or email. Facebook is facebook.com/Venusianscorp and email is astroluck111 at gmail.com. Both the links are in the description box, so you can easily contact me through the links in the description box. So let's get started. So Gemini, the first card that I'm getting for you is the Strength card. Now this indicates Leo energy. So if this is a romantic interest in your life, this could be a Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, as well as North Node, or they could just embody the Leo archetype. And I say this because I also got the Sun card in this reading, which is also Leo energy. So excuse me. In terms of love, this could be somebody with a very strong Leo placement, maybe a lot of planets in Leo. But this could just be your energy, Gemini. I feel like in the month of October, you are ready to take a lot of risks. When I say risks, it's not in the sense of the Fool card, which is ready to jump off the cliff and just abandon all caution. I feel like when I say risks, you are taking a lot of, like, it requires a lot of courage to take these risks or make these decisions in your life, Gemini. And I feel like you're finally ready to do that because the Strength card is also represented by the number 8, which is a number of transformation. So I do feel like there is a lot going on in terms of internal transformation for you, Gemini. I do see the Nine of Swords in reverse. So, what I'm picking up on is a lot of you may have gone through a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry, just sleepless nights, wondering about what's going to happen. And I feel like a lot of that had to do with some kind of heartache because I also get the Three of Swords in reverse. So I do feel like somebody really hurt you, somebody really betrayed you. Maybe they led you on, maybe they made false promises, but they definitely did a number on you, Gemini. And I feel like you're still kind of nursing a broken heart, even though I feel like this is past energy. I don't necessarily think this is your energy at the current moment. I do see positive things happening because the Sun card has come up in this reading. So I feel like the worst is behind you, Gemini. Whatever this person did to you, because I also see the Five of Swords in reverse. So there was a lot of deception. It always felt like you were in a battlefield with this person. It felt like you were always in a war zone, always having to prove yourself. Maybe both of you were always bickering and fighting over a lot of trivial things. Um, but it was generally very exhausting energy is what I'm picking up on. So it was not a very happy relationship, Gemini, whoever this person was. And I also see the Five of Wands in reverse. This is again very competitive energy, but because both of these cards are coming up in reverse, I do feel like this is past energy, Gemini. I don't think this is your energy in the present moment. But the Five of Wands is also again very combative energy. Somebody who is it can seem like this person is being playful with you or just trying to poke fun at you, but it does feel a little bit malicious. I don't think this is harmless humor. I do feel like this person, whoever was in your life, in terms of a love relationship, I feel like this person always used to probably make backhanded compliments or just trying to put you down in a very sneaky way. Just that kind of energy is what I'm getting. So not a very feel good vibe overall. So very combative energy as well. So we all need healthy competition in life because it helps us to improve, it helps us to evolve. But this kind of energy that I'm seeing here, the Five of Wands in reverse, indicates somebody who is not very confident with themselves. Like this person you were involved with, they may have been very insecure with themselves, they were not very sure of themselves, and so they needed to put other people down to feel better about themselves, if that makes sense. I do see the Moon card coming up in this reading. So the Moon card represents Pisces energy. So this, if you're looking for new love or new romance in your life, Gemini, this could be a Pisces person. So they could be a Pisces sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, as well as North Node, or they could just have a very strong Pisces influence in their chart, or just be embodying the Pisces archetype. Very dreamy, sometimes a little bit wishy-washy, because Pisces is a mutable sign, and plus it's water, so there is the scope for them being a little bit on the fence about things. I'm not saying everybody's like that, but a lot of Pisces influence can do that to a person. But the moon represents intuition as well, Gemini, and I feel like this month your intuition is going to guide you in a lot of ways, whether that's related to work, whether that's related to your family, your relationships, love, whatever it is. Um, but I feel like there is some kind of deception around you, some kind of tricky energy, in the sense that what you see is not what you get. Apply this to whichever situation it applies to you. But I feel like there is a veil over something, what I'm picking up on, and you're not able to see clearly as to the outcome of a situation or the truth of a situation right now, Gemini, in the month of October. So I feel like it's really important to lean back into your intuition and let time be the decider. I feel like patience is going to be very, very critical during this point. And I know, Gemini, you are an air sign, you're a mutable air sign. So you like to be on the move. You don't necessarily like to sit still. There is an element of restlessness to you, Gemini, which is really beautiful. But I feel like, especially in October, things may not seem to be going your way, and it may seem that way because the universe may be bringing you something much better. Because I did get the sun card, so something good is coming your way, but it's going to require some amount of patience. So you got to have patience, and you got to sort of sit still and lean back into yourself and your intuition and figure out what exactly is bothering you, because I do feel like you are getting a little bit frustrated with something that's happening around you. I do see the Lovers card coming up. Now, the Lovers card is your energy, Gemini, so you're basically showing up in your own reading. But the Lovers card also indicates romance, a new love interest. So, like I said, this could actually be a Leo person. This could be somebody new coming into your life, and I do see this person as your divine counterpart. So they are very, they are very spiritually aware. They know what they're about. They are confident, but not in an arrogant way. They're very self assured, and I do feel like this is somebody who can really complement you in the best possible way, Gemini. But again, this month is going to require you to navigate some tricky situations, especially to do with your intuition, because I mean, your intuition is always right, but then there may be certain things in front of you that may seem too good to be true. They may not be exactly the way you perceive it to be. I see a lot of Neptunian influence in this card, and Neptunian influence is known to be a bit deceptive, because it can be so fantasy like and so dreamy like that you want to believe it's true, but it's not really. So I would stay a little cautious of that. So if it seems too good to be true, it probably is what I would say. I do want to do some clarification on the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands that came up. So, okay. So, what I got was, yeah, I got the Eight of Cups as a clarifier to the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands that came up in reverse. So, I feel like in the past you had to walk away from something that was no longer serving you. And it must have been a difficult journey, because the Eight of Cups is having to move yourself away from a familiar situation, something that may have given you comfort in the past, but also realizing that that's not what you really want, and eventually moving away to something that may require a lot of risks, a lot of adventure. Like I do see the unknown here, because the Eight of Cups is literally walking away from something that was pleasant and something that was familiar, and towards the mountains and the valleys, which this guy doesn't know what is in store for him, but he's ready to take the journey anyway. So that's you, Gemini. I feel like you're ready to take that journey, even if you don't know what's in front of you, what's in store for you. You still want to take this plunge. You still want to traverse the unknown path, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm getting for you, Gemini, for October. That's the overall energy for you. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Drop in a comment in the comment box if this resonated with you. And if you'd like to book a reading with me, definitely drop me a message on Facebook or email, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.